everybody and welcome to a predictions video for the Nintendo Direct that surely was announced by now, and you know, it has been announced and this is out because of it, or else I'll be spending the next probably like 20 to something minutes speaking to a camera and a microphone and not publishing a video because there isn't a Direct. But hey, leaks are hot, rumors are hot, everybody's talking about it. And why not? But we wait until the Direct is formally announced before actually publishing the video. Because that's what you should do, really. Or else you look like a giant ass. You know? Yeah, the Direct came. What? But anyway, hello everybody, welcome to the Direct. The Direct predictions will happen on insert day here at insert time here in your time zone. Again, this is being recorded a week prior. Probably. Actually, today's the 7th of September, and rumor has it that it probably will be on the 13th, which is good, because it's Wednesday, right? Let me check my calendar. It checks, yes, it is Wednesday. I just bumped my monitor. I want to see if then the camera's still in the right place. It is still in the right place. And the reason why I have the camera or the monitor turned off is because, well, you can see the reflection in my glasses when I'm looking directly into the camera, but still, the reflection is there, and I prefer not reflection there. But anyway, we're here for the predictions video for the Nintendo Direct that will be happening or should be happening this week or today, tomorrow, whenever this video goes up. But anyway, this could be the craziest Nintendo Direct we've had for the Switch era, as this might be, as everything coming out today, it seems to might possibly indicate the final Nintendo Direct focused exclusive on the Nintendo Switch, because after this we might be getting this might be it, because apparently rumor has it, not even a rumor anymore, it's a leak. These are leaks basically, because of how many sources have confirmed, how many journalists are talking about it. It seems to have been all but confirmed that Nintendo has already showcased at Gamescom, which I believe, by my understanding, it's not the greatest place to showcase, thanks to, and apparently that's why people are so convinced this is 100% true, the Nintendo Switch, or the Nintendo, showed the Switch 2 to developers. And we now know a lot of things from it, like how good it actually makes the games look. Apparently, it ran the Matrix Awakens, was it called that? Was it Matrix Awakened? I don't recall if it's called Matrix Awakens demo that was supposed to showcase how good the PlayStation 4 oh crap basket, see this part on and the demo, this Matrix demo, god damn it. Anyway, the Matrix demo, Matrix Awakens I think it was called, I don't know, that was supposed to showcase how strong the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X would be. The Unreal Engine 5 demo was like, oh, this all in real time, and apparently Nintendo did get it to work on the next system, which honestly was a pretty smart move by Nintendo to showcase developers, hey, this is how this thing looks, and this is a next-gen thing, this is how good it looks on a next-gen system. So, you know, there won't be too much of a power gap now between us and the opposition, so you can bring your games over, which I think some of them might now turn around, because, you know, the Switch showed well, and nothing seems to indicate that the Switch 2, right now, nothing seems to indicate the Switch 2 will be a flop, or that something will go wrong with it. We might say, well, the pricing could lead it in bad directions, but you could honestly say the same thing. Did I say price? I think I said price, right? If I didn't say price, that's what I meant. I'm not adding this one out. Sorry, there's flow of content in this one. But if you did, I think I said price. Price point would be the thing that could take it down, but as seen by the PlayStation 5, I don't think so. And I do believe Nintendo could easily, and I mean, just quickly checking how much the Switch OLED costs. The Switch OLED currently in Europe costs $349. Okay. Wow, Nintendo has the fucking Switch OLED white with Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild for $489.99. and one with a Pro controller with Tears of the Kingdom for 489. I'm getting that Pro controller now. Actually, that's a sick looking one. Anyway, sorry, tangent there. But 480, that's 350. That's 350. I thought actually it was 400. So it actually goes very much in line with what I was about to say, which is a $400 system, 400 to 450. It's gonna sell like hotcakes, especially portable with the capabilities of making games look as good as the PS5. Good deal. Especially with the PS5 is 500, then you have to buy the new portal thing to make it portable, and even then it's a stretch. But anyway, let's talk about the Direct. So this Direct, even before the craziness that has been the last few hours or the last day of speculation regarding the next generation system, was going to be a very interesting Direct, because we have potentially, for the first time in a while, we know what the beginning, middle, and end of a Direct could be, with every single one of the games being switched around everywhere. Although with the new thing that has come out today, I do think that the final game has been placed in a very good position to be the final game, especially if it happens with the crazy prediction I have at the end of it. Personally. So, I think this Nintendo Direct will open with a long-rumored Donkey Kong game. Now, I think this makes perfect sense because it's Donkey Kong. Now, I do think it will open, will be the major big point about it, with if there's one thing in it, if it's a 3D game. Because I don't know about them showcasing a 2D Donkey Kong game when there's a 2D Mario right around the corner. I know this one, I'm predicting, by the way, release date to be March 2024. I think it makes the perfect amount of sense. We're September, 6 months away. And regarding the Switch 2 thing, apparently that's primed to be released next year. Nintendo, well, apparently most speculated thing was holidays 2024, but Nintendo wants to get it out sooner rather than later, so a June release is not completely out the window, which funnily enough, Nintendo has launched 2 systems in June. I was going to say Mario, the N64, and the GBA. One of them was very successful, the other one was mildly successful. The GBA obviously was mildly successful, as we know. The 64 was one of the best video game systems of all time in terms of sales, obviously. Not a big downgrade from the SNES and a complete no-show against the PlayStation 1, but we don't talk about it. Anyway, Donkey Kong, I think, fits perfectly into the opening, not just because of the NX. Let's go with the NX for the rest of the video. The next system, the NX, instead of Switch 2. I honestly think it should be called the Super Nintendo Switch, but I don't know how. I'm more confident in Switch 2 just because I prefer Super Switch or Super Nintendo Switch, but I would take the Nintendo Switch 2. Just because I trust Nintendo's marketing better on a system called 2 than on a system called Super. So, you know, I just want to make sure. I think it opens. If it's 3D, I don't know if it's 2D. Or if it gets here. If it's a 2D, I honestly think it might be cross-gen, depending on when the system comes out. But I also think that if it is 3D, this will open the Mario block. You know, the block where we just talk about the Mario things in this Direct. And because this is a lot of it. And now I know you might say, well, you see, Donkey Kong is not really a Mario game. Yes, but Mario came from there and he had a itty bitty titty committee. No, he had a big, I was going to say bitty again, the big part. He had a big part in the movie. And, you know, anything related to the movie is doing red hot at the moment. And I do think this opens the Mario block. Donkey Kong, here it is, DK baby! A 3D Donkey Kong made by the Mario team, or whatever team it's making it. We heard it was the Mario team, I have no idea. But Donkey Kong's coming next year. And then we will segue into the announcement, or the full reveal, of the Princess Peach game. Whatever that may entail and how it's being done and who's making it and what genre has it been. I've seen a lot of people speculating on the fact that it could be a more traditional paper Mario game, so 64 and Thousand Year Door style of a game for Peach, perhaps that would be interesting to see if that's the route they go with the princess. And you could also, I just don't know what to expect from it. We saw so little from it that any genre is possible. This could just literally be a Strand game, the walking simulator that Kojima made like 3 years ago. I don't know. Smart. All right, could Google it now, but I think that's not worth the time to it. Anyway, afterwards we could see Dark Moon, another quick trailer reminder. Dark Moon, maybe announce what's new about it in the remake. Honestly, again, depending on when the system comes out and these games come out. If the system comes out in June, I don't see these two games being out by June. It could. Don't get me wrong, but I do think that these could be either launch titles, but I think the launch title, we'll get into it later. It could be cross-generational games, which make a lot more sense. I think the Switch 2 or the NX is genuinely backwards compatible. Doesn't matter. All you have to do, launch the game. It's already there, but I do think most games will get a patch to the next system and just, be free. Be out. There they go. Off to the markets they go. Then, obviously, again, this is the Mario block, so Mario RPG gets another trailer. Maybe again, what's new with it. And then, bam, Mario Wonder, another little reminder, a good final trailer, and off we go. Mario Wonder comes out at the end of October. This will be mid of September, will be a month and a week beforehand. So, final trailer, final little bit, and then off we go to the races. Now, I'm going to talk about right here. Oh yeah, we'll keep on the Mario block. I was going to station into the midpoint of the Direct, but I think it was the midpoint of the Direct. And I'm going to go talk about two other things about Mario related. They're still in this Direct to be. So one will be the Wario Move It. One more trailer for it. Makes sense, even if it's just a quick reminder. And then I think we see the final Mario Kart DLC updates announced, like they give, even if it's not coming out this month and it's like early November, they'll just give us a little quick like, hey, by the way, here's the final piece of information, here's the final characters, here's the final of a few of the final tracks, and give us like a generic November 2023 or something like that. It's insane we're about to end it. The Mario DLC. To be fair, it's insane that we even got this. But speaking of DLC, this is perhaps the most interesting bit of the Direct in a way, because we've been hearing lately about rumblings about a game already been out on Switch for a while, already had its life set on Switch basically, but had its DLC life, basically have everything. It's a game that had its life in Direct at the beginning, middle, and end point, a game that had a perfect through line, and that recently has gotten a lot more attention. This game, between March 2018 and I believe October 2021, I think it was 2021, was it 2021? Let me check that out, just so I... Yes, October 2021. Had a very good life. It was on every Direct. It was actually a game I wanted to do a video about. Actually, multiple videos about in the last year or so. And in a way, thankfully, I didn't do it. Thankfully, I didn't like the way they were turning out the videos, because in a way, it leads to, because of everything that has happened this year, in terms of announcements from Nintendo, that kind of shift a lot of the things in that video. Now, because of this, I have to wait again, because I was going to make another, or just wanted to let me put it that way. I'm not going to say I was gonna, or I'm gonna, because I don't know if I will enjoy the end product of these videos enough. A lot of times I don't. That's why I don't end up doing them, or like time goes progressing enough so that time goes by and that was important. But I'm talking about Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, which I'm pretty sure you already figured out by my clever hints, and not at all just giving the answer away by being incredibly obvious, because I'm not like that. I'm incredibly smart when it comes to giving out hints, at subtle hints at what could have been. But Smash has been getting a lot of chatter lately. First, it was the reprint of the amiibos, which then it was people speculated, oh, maybe this is for the Sora amiibo, which we haven't heard a lot or anything about for a while. Then again, I don't remember when Pyro Mythra's amiibos were announced. Maybe they were announced in the Direct. Maybe they were announced in the Sora DLC video. I don't remember, and I could look it up right now, but I think it's relevant because if it was announced in the post Sora World reveal, doesn't really matter now, does it? If it was, because then it could have been at any point the Direct could have been they announced. It was announced in that Direct, then they didn't have another Smash Direct, so. And just having Sora in a Direct would have been weird, just to be like, hey, here's the amiibo, or just tweeting it out also feels unceremoniously. And then again, Disney's a house on fire. Who the hell knows if they ever greenlit the amiibo? We don't know. We can't say things for sure. Maybe now they would have, and maybe now Nintendo could easily get Sora back into the next Smash Brothers game, depending again on the whole conversation that's happening about Smash. With it being, you know, the house of the mouse is clearly not doing well currently, and maybe Nintendo can leverage that to their advantage. I was going to say beneficiary, but that word wouldn't fit here, would it? Anyway, it's been again really weird chatter about it, and then some somewhat reliable Brazilian journalist said that they has heard stuff about Smash. Try to calm people down, saying, hey, our characters is not Fighters Pass 3, like some people were speculating. But then again, other people were saying, well, you wouldn't know if it was Fighters Pass 3 until a certain point or very close to the Direct. I'm just saying words at this point. But he said, calm down. But something is coming to Smash, and is more than just a patch. So, what would it be? Probably game modes. That's what most people have been or leading into. Then we have the whole Sakurai's thing about like not finding a successor for himself, which I think it's a bit weird, which he should. Other Nintendo developers have done it, so why won't he? It's a bit weird, it's a bit of a mess. I do think he should. But here's the thing, we are on a note that like Smash Brothers could be in this Direct, could not be in the Direct. There's rumblings about stuff happening. It could be more than a patch. It probably won't be characters, but let's not discuss the possibility because it could be, but we won't know until the Direct. It's a big mess. So, here's the thing I think about this. If Smash Ultimate is not in this Direct with all the rumblings going about, that means one of two things. Either A, there's nothing going on with Smash Ultimate, or B, either Smash Ultimate or a brand new Smash game is already in development for the next system, and, for example, Smash Fighters Pass 3 would be something announced with the next system being cross-generation, of course, because it would be a really dickhead move to not do so, and the price will probably be the same. It's just like Smash Ultimate transfer everything to the next system, and then you can play. That's what I personally think. Maybe I'm wrong, probably am, who knows. At this point, who knows. But if it is here, I don't know. If they could legitimately announce the Fighters Pass 3, I don't even know anymore. And if they do, this is what I mean when I said, thank God I didn't do the videos, because if the videos I was going to make, funny enough, I don't have the book. Let me go grab my predictions book, which I think actually is right behind the camera. Let me go grab it.
6.5 hours later.
Okay, we're back. I just wanted to make sure of something. So, I was doing that Nintendo, the predictions bidding for Smash Ultimate. One of the things I was going to say, how could be upgraded from, you know, costumes and for possible me costume upgrades for characters. I did not include a certain Geno because I thought if he wasn't in Smash Ultimate, there's no way in hell he's going to be in another Smash game. That was the final nail in his tiny wooden coffin, not coffee. Maybe Geno likes coffee. I don't know. Wooden coffee would be a bit weird, but still he could like it. I don't know, and I don't judge, but I am judging. I don't know, I've never tried coffee made of wood. I don't think that's possible. Anyway, until, you know, the Nintendo Direct had happened in June, and the remaster for Mario RPG came out, or announced. And now, you know, Geno, I won't say it's 100% happening in Smash Brothers, whatever happens next in the series. But I'm also saying that Geno most definitely is happening in the next Smash Brothers, whatever thing they're up doing. And if it is a Fighters Pack 3 that they announce in this direct or in the near future, yep, Geno probably will be front and center. And if it's not Geno, then he'll 100% never be in anything related to Smash Brothers Easy. Well, as a European, late 20s European, I should say, not European, I have to say, I've never played an RPG. It never came to our continent until, like, I think that we didn't have it on Wii. I think it's on the SNES Classic. Maybe it is. Maybe I should pull out the SNES and see if SNES Classic, I should say, not just the SNES. I don't have an SNES. And see if it's in there. If it is, I don't know if it is actually. I'll check it out. Down here already. Why not? SNES Classic Mini Games. What's the list of games? Great. It says SNES feedback games list. Let's go nintendo.co.uk. It is in there. Huh. Well, I'll be. Anyway. That's still never played it, and by the looks of it, this is from like what? When was the SNES? What was this? The classic? What year was this? What year did the SNES Classic came out? 2019. 2017, actually. Wait, what? No, wait, what? What? Not 2017. Is it 2017? Good golly, it was 2017. Yep. Time is a cruel mistress. Anyway, with Mario RPG remake completely rechange and revitalizing Geno, the good thing I did wait, or wasn't too happy with the way that video was turning out. So great. Anyway, we'll maybe see Smash here. It's a weird one. I think if we see Smash, it's in the middle. Unless Donkey Kong is not 3D and it's a 2D entry, which I don't think Nintendo would advertise it as close as they would to Mario Wonder. I don't think they would, but Nintendo be crazy, y'all, so maybe they will. So who knows? So unless it is a big fucking announcement, can you imagine if the next Nintendo Direct opens? Like the Direct actually opens with like Geno being announced for Smash, because like the trailer for Mario RPG. If I see Mario RPG as the opening to the Direct, I will 100% eat my shoe. I will not eat my shoe. I'll eat a shoe made of cake. Like, that's not how it goes. I don't know. If we do see Mario RPG opening the Direct, then remember, I called it. Genuine Smash is the beginning of the Direct. Can you imagine though? The internet would lose its shit. Like, the internet has not lost its shit in Smash announcements over the last checks notes close to 5 years now, or at least 2 of them were, well, actually a year and a half. Not even then, it's not even been 2 years. It was October 2021 that they closed the door. September 2023. Not even 2 years. A year of break, year and 11 months, close to it. You know, just cool thing. Anyway, let's move on. So, recently, Eiji Aonuma confirmed, kinda, I think we can say it's a confirmation, that there won't be any DLC for The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, which is an interesting idea, which, first things first, I'm glad. As far as I remember, there was an 18-month polishing time for Tears of the Kingdom, which means that the pre-production was already happening for the next Zelda game. So, between an expansion to Tears of the Kingdom, or a brand new game coming out sooner, any sooner than 2027, I'm gonna take the sooner brand new game. Now, Twilight Princess, the Tears of the Kingdom is a phenomenal game. But I'm honest, I only had, at one point of the game, one idea of what the DLC could be. And that was completely destroyed by the end of the game. I don't see what they could logistically do to Tears of the Kingdom to add content to it that makes any sense. You can't do what you did in the first game, which was add shrines and like a new challenge that was kept away by the Sheikah, because it wasn't the Sheikahs this time around that were doing things, it was Rauru. Spoilers, sorry. And you know, you can't just have the mass. I mean, if you technically speaking could, but why would you want the bike when you can have a hover bike? You know, or maybe you actually want a bike and then do great crazy shit with it. But you know, you already can create crazy shit with it. So you know what? It's fine. We're not getting a Zelda game soon. We're not gonna get the DLC for Tears of the Kingdom. We might get, apparently, one of the things that was demo at Gamescom was Breath of the Wild running on a new system with significant upgrades, which would be great. Can you imagine Breath of the Wild at 60 frames per second running at over like close to 4K on the next system? Ooh. Where's Derek? Not Derek. Patrick Bateman doing the Sigma Mail thing. That'll be great. That would be delicious. And maybe even Tears of the Kingdom. That's what I expect, honestly. Nintendo to just go crazy with upgrades onto the next system. Mostly the most best-selling games, the games that keep on selling. But anyway, since Zelda won't be getting DLC, I think this could be where we see the Twilight Princess Wind Waker approach, or announcements and reveals and HD things. I think we could. And I do think they will do one or two things. Now, to package them together for $80, 80 euros, 80 whatever coin verbiage you use. Currency you have, not coins, what the hell, in Mario. Currency you use, or they just release them 40 each. And you might say 40 is not a bit low for Zelda games. These are basic, I think, basic ports from the Wii version. Metro Prime Remaster was a much more intensive work, and you got the $40, the 40 release. And the Pikmin games have just been straight up ports. I think they're straight up ports from the GameCube, but with the Wii controls. And they I don't even know how much they cost, I'll be honest. I do think they packaged together like 40 as well, so, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if they did it. And I'm not surprised. I think going forward, that's what I think Nintendo will do, is like increase the range of the pricing of their games to do like they do in Japan. Because in Japan, game prices vary intensely from game to game. For example, Tears of the Kingdom for us was like, oh my god, it's 70, while everything else on the thing is 60. In Japan, it was the normal pricing. Not only that, it also brings the vouchers to an even bigger price. Because, like, for example, if they do this, you won't spend your voucher on Metro Prime Remaster, because then it's kind of a waste. But like Tears of the Kingdom and say Xenoblade Chronicles become 70 each, you're in voucher form, you save $40 basically, because then 70 plus 70 is 140. Vouchers are 100. You save. I think that's what they're going to start to do, because that way they incentivize you buying the higher games through vouchers and increase the digital sales, and still get you to buy the other games without spending the vouchers on it. And honestly, I'll be honest, I think a lot of people probably will also be happy that they want to play these games and they're relatively cheaper. And also, I think it just makes sense, honestly. Also, I'm just going to say this, I don't think we're going to be seeing here the alleged Thousand Year Door remake, because there's too much Mario on it, and Mario RPG is already coming out this year. I doubt that they will be bringing out even more Mario RPGs close to it. I also think maybe we could see the shadow drop of either F-Zero GX, which you've been hearing for a while, or the Primes 2+3 remakes, remasters, whatever they end up being, ports, either shadow dropped, or maybe all of them get announced, and like one of them gets shadow dropped. For example, let's say they announce, hey, F-Zero GX drops after this presentation, and the physical version of it comes out mid-October, and then they're like, and by the way, Metro Prime Remaster 2 comes out in 2 weeks and gets the physical version at the end of, early November or early December. And then Prime 3 drops January digitally and physical in February. I could see this happening. I also expect one unexpected Wii remake. I don't know which one. I just think like something will come out of nowhere, will surprise everybody. I also expect some Warriors type crossover, maybe The Legend of Zelda Imprisoning War. I don't know how well that's gonna work because of spoilers, but spoilers. And if you know what I mean about the Imprisoning War, you'll know that a certain character is not a part of the Imprisoning War on accounts of that character not being on that time period. So I don't know how they will do a Warriors game without that character being brought in, but I can also see them pulling an Age of Calamity and bringing that character in, no fucks given, and completely rewriting the history of the game, of the original game, or maybe keeping the original game the way it is and just being this one is a new timeline or whatever. I still wish they went the Torna route, but hey, couldn't win them all. Also, I kind of expect an unexpected DLC, like something like we haven't heard in a while. All of a sudden gets DLC, like Mario Party Superstars. Like all of a sudden they're like, oh, by the way, here's 2 new boards for it. The Mario movie's doing hot. The games are benefiting from it. Here's Mario Superstars DLC. I think that could happen. I also think this is the only third party, because third parties are so hard to predict. There's so many. I'm gonna only predict one thing for third parties, and it's the GTA 4 Complete Edition of GTA 4 with all of its DLCs coming to the Switch. We already have Red Dead. We already have LA Noire. Only missing this one, baby. Maybe GTA 5 as well. I don't know. But I did have a crazy thought, so bear with me. This is my crazy. You know how I've been saying crazy prediction, and I have a crazy prediction at the end, which probably comes out right after this because I don't think I have anything else to talk about. Oh, I have one more thing to talk about after this. 2 more. 1 more before the big thing. So this is my crazy prediction, right? Because of everything we've been hearing about how good the next Switch is, how crazy, and Marcus, this is being recorded on September 7th, 2023. The Direct allegedly is on the 13th, so this might come out on the 12th. Or the 11th. We don't know yet. This probably will be edited on Sunday the 10th. Yes, Sunday the 10th. So, here's an idea. What if, and I think some people are already thinking, watching, going like, this crazy bastard's actually going to say it. What if, get this, get a load of this. What if, this is a crazy prediction, if this goes well, next year, I'm going to hold this over everybody's head. What if, right, the Nintendo Switch 2 reveal includes the announcement of GTA 6, huh? Coming to the system, not exclusive, not that crazy. Listen, there's a 99.999999999 and so forth that GTAs outside of the trilogy won't be coming to the Switch. But what if? What if that infinite percentage of 1 happens? Huh? I'm just saying. I could be crazy now, but glorious. March? It's June. March seems like a good time. Maybe June if it is holidays. We'll see. Crazy prediction that only will work in 6 months' time. But hey, if in a week we get the GTA 4 and GTA 5 get an announcement for the Switch, I'll be happy. What if I was out of frame the whole time? Let me see. I was like this the whole time. What if I was out of frame? I wasn't. Good. Just so I have 2 more things. One is one game that I don't think will end the Direct, but will be around. Maybe after the halfway point, this will be the first thing they talk about. And it's the long-rumored Fire Emblem 4 remake. I believe it's Genealogy of the Holy War. I've heard they will probably need to tweak a few things here and there because it includes some words I cannot say on YouTube. Let's just say they all depict it as bad. That's a good thing. But it's forced activities between 2 adults. And another one is 2 consenting adults that might be brothers. And brother and sister. You know, siblings. That was the word I was looking for. Apparently the game does treat them as they're pretty bad. but apparently they're, what are they doing? I don't know. I don't think they'll be removed. They might be changed a little bit. Mostly, I think because of the ESRB and Nintendo not wanting to get the game rated M for mature. Although, I don't think it would make too much of a difference, but it would be pretty weird. Actually, it would be pretty funny for a first-party Nintendo IP to get an M rating. And it being Fire Emblem. Imagine helping the sales of the game like that. The game goes to 4 to 5 million first month. Monolith Soft scrambling to make Xenoblade Chronicles as fucking hardcore as they can. And they already not blur out, but like hide out a lot of the blood that is in the series. So we have one final thing to discuss. One final thing. The game, I think, will close the Direct. I don't think there's anything else that could close the Direct, honestly, at this point in time. And it's crazy. Crazy. I was crazy once. They locked me in a room. Padded room with rats. Made me crazy. But, sorry. Brain went into a different way there. Anyway, where was I? Right. Before I went crazy. It's crazy that this game was a part of Nintendo's first E3 with the Switch. And it's a game that was rebooted halfway through it. And it's a game that probably is coming out next year. And it's Metroid Prime 4. I think now is finally the time. There's been rumblings about it possibly being revealed between now and December. This fits, and I do think this will be the first big cross-gen game. I think this is the launch title. I think whatever release date they give for this will be around the release date of the next system. But I could also see them just announcing it and saying 2024, showcasing even a big trailer, and then be like 2024. But here's the kicker. Here's what I want to see. And I need to actually turn on the thing to make sure I do this properly, because I don't want like my arms to be out of frame when I do things. Okay, so back to it before I was interrupted. Okay, so imagine this. The Direct happens, finishes off. The trailer goes off. Metroid Prime 4 or Metroid Prime insert title here. And then it says coming 2024, coming insert release date here. Right below it, it says to Nintendo Switch and next gen system. Now, I'm not saying it's happening. I'm just saying this is another crazy prediction. Maybe it will happen. Maybe it could happen. I don't know. You don't know. Maybe you do know because you already watched the Direct and somehow, some way came back and were just wanted to give me the middle finger because I was completely wrong about that. All the list. Heck, the first character. Maybe they did announce a new Smash group of people, and the first character was fucking Waluigi. Goddamn, I hope Waluigi's not in Mario Wonder. Waluigi fans will be insufferable if that happens. More than usual, but yeah. God, I hope. A lot of things. But anyway, that's the end of it. That will be the end of it. That'll be most of the predictions. Most, if not all of the predictions. I legit don't have anything else. Now, a lot of people probably are a lot better at doing the predictions videos and a lot of predicting because they could just, or like, especially for the third-party stuff, because I could look a lot of things, but like, let's be honest, you legitimately, for third parties, you would have just a list, miles long of games you could predict, and then it's throwing shit in the wall and seeing what sticks. I mean, actually, I should have probably said Mortal Kombat something. Mortal Kombat is coming to Switch, so who knows. But anyway, that'll be it. This was a predictions video done again on the 7th. Direct has even yet to be announced, and hopefully this will be edited and gotten going before the Direct itself happens. But anyway, hope everyone enjoyed. Tell me in the comment section what are your predictions for this brand spanking new Direct, and hopefully to see you guys whenever the Direct happens or post. And if you want, come and check me out on my live streams. We do that now most days, I will say, because my internet is not reliable, or I'm not reliable. From time to time I do get sick, and my stomach sometimes is a pain in the ass, or sometimes I'm just dead or wish to be and just don't want to do anything. Anyway, thank you for watching, and let's hope it's a good direct. And god damn it, if the direct actually happens on ends on Metroid Prime 4 getting confirmed for next gen systems. Crazy. Anyway, thank you for watching. See you guys later. Bye everyone.